What is up, everybody? My name is Speqtor, and welcome to the very first episode of Mega Mondays with Speqtor, where we'll take a look at a Pokemon that didn't get a Mega Evolution and give it a Mega Evolution. I'll work on a better intro eventually. Today we're going to kick off the series with a Pokemon that just kind of makes the most sense, especially in terms of this channel, Chandelure. If you guys are excited to see what this new series has to offer, be sure to leave a like, and without further ado, let's get started. Chandelure is number 609 in the National Dex, and is the final evolution of the Pokemon Litwick. Chandelure is a Ghost and Fire type Pokemon with the abilities Flame Body, Flash Fire, and the hidden ability Infiltrator. Chandelure's base stats are as follows: 60 HP, 55 attack, 90 defense, 145 special attack, 90 special defense, and 80 speed. This puts Chandelure at a base stat total of 520. Chandelure is a high contender for the UU tier. The most common set is a Flash Fire set with either Choice Specs or Choice Scarf, depending on the user's preference. As for a moveset, it always comes down to preference, though Shadow Ball and Fire Blast or Flamethrower seem to be the most common, with Energy Ball for coverage on all of Fire's weaknesses coming in at a close second. Chandelure's incredible special attack stat makes it a great special wall breaker, but its biggest problems are its defensive stats. Since Chandelure's most common and most useful sets involve maxing out its special attack and speed stats, its defenses are left at the bare minimum. So though Chandelure is great offensively, its defenses are so low that it only matters if you're able to outspeed the opponent's Pokemon. Even with its considerable speed stat, it doesn't measure up to a lot of other Pokemon in the tier, making Chandelure a glass cannon of sorts, dealing out special hits for the short amount of time that you can use it on the battlefield. With all of that out of the way, let's move on to the Mega Evolution. Now obviously Chandelure should keep its Ghost and Fire typing when Mega evolving, since it's what makes Chandelure so unique. In terms of design, something that I personally would like to see is the addition of 2 more arms, maybe changing up the style of the Bobaches at the end of each arm. By the way, Bobaches are the little bowl things that hold the flames. I'd also like to see a lot of stylization on the face, especially around the eyes and mouth. A new look to the crown-like Bobache on the top of its head would be really nice as well. This design by Pokeluca on DeviantArt is arguably the best that I could find. It has a lot of the design elements that I would like to see in a Mega Chandelure. My only real problems with this design are the placement of the arms and the curly extensions from its crown. The dangling crystals would look a lot better if the placement of the arms were different. With this design, I personally think it would be cool if the 2 arms on each side were floating freely. The placement of the arms now slightly obscures Chandelure's face, taking away from the accents extending from the upper part of its mouth. Moving away from design, let's talk about Mega Chandelure's stats. Chandelure on its own is a great special wall breaker, but its Achilles heel is its subpar defenses. So for its base stats, here is my proposal. Its HP will stay the same. 10 points should be taken from its attack stat, since it's Chandelure's worst and most unused stat. Chandelure's defenses also aren't up to par, so its defense and special defense stats should get a boost of 15 points, putting them both at 105. Because of Chandelure's Megastone taking up the item slot where a choice item would normally go, it needs a big boost in its speed to compensate for that. Its speed should get a big boost of 35, leaving it with a 115 base speed. The remaining 45 can go to its already amazing special attack stat, putting it at 190. With these stats in mind, let's look at an ability. Chandelure's most commonly used ability is Flash Fire, since its application is better utilized than its Flame Body ability or Infiltrator. Flash Fire makes Chandelure a perfect switch-in when predicting a Fire-type attack, as it boosts the user's special attack stat when hit by a Fire-type move. As stated before, Chandelure's biggest problems are its defenses, and even with a 15-point boost from Mega Evolving, it still has 5 weaknesses that it has to deal with: Water, Rock, Ground, Ghost, and Dark. When choosing an ability, it came down to either eliminating a weakness or weaknesses, or softening their blow, both without making Mega Chandelure too overpowered. I decided to take the route of softening the blow and giving Mega Chandelure the Filter ability. Filter lessens the effectiveness of super effective moves from 2 times the damage to 1.5 times the damage. With the Filter ability and the suggested stat boosts, Mega Chandelure will be able to do what a normal Chandelure can do, but for a longer period of time. Its boosted defenses and the Filter ability will allow Mega Chandelure to take more hits than it could before, and its boosted speed will give it the slip it needs to outspeed a ton of contenders in UU, and deliver incredibly heavy special attacks with its 190 base special attack stat. It's even possible that this set could put Mega Chandelure in the OU tier, or at the very least, at the very top of the UU tier. Hopefully this set doesn't come off as being too OP, but if it does, hey, Chandelure is my favorite Pokemon. Wouldn't you want to see your favorite Pokemon get the best boost that it can get in a Mega? Anyway, this concludes the very first episode of Mega Mondays with Speqtor. If you like this set, leave a like, and if you have anything to add or other ideas for it, leave a comment below. Also, if you have a Pokemon that you'd like to see featured on Mega Mondays, you can leave a suggestion in a comment below with the hashtag MMWS. That's all for today, so until next time, this has been Speqtor, and as always, stay bueno.